Okay, let's talk about the extended essay. It's probably one of the biggest and honestly one of the coolest parts of the whole diploma program. This is your chance to really dive into something you're passionate about. But before that whole adventure begins, you've got a pretty big decision to make. Which path are you actually going to take?
Maybe you've got a huge idea just buzzing around in your head, but you're kind of standing at a crossroads, not sure which way to turn. If that's you, perfect. You are in exactly the right place. Think of this as the very first step on the map, and the choice you make right here is going to set the course for your entire project.
So how do we even start reading this map? Well, the extended essay gives you two main routes for your research. So which one is right for you? It really all comes down to your topic and, what you're actually hoping to discover.
On one hand, you've got the subject-focused path. Think of this as a deep dive, right? You're taking a magnifying glass and just exploring one single academic field in incredible detail. But then you've got the interdisciplinary path, and this one is more like building a bridge, connecting two different subjects to uncover something completely new. Let's really break down the differences here. With the subject-focused path, you are using one single, powerful lens, like history or maybe biology, to understand your topic. It's deep, it's focused. The interdisciplinary path, though, is different. The whole goal is to find insights that you could only get by mixing two subjects together. And this is so important. It is not about writing two mini essays side by side. No, it's about truly blending them to create a brand new perspective.
All right, let's head down that first path, shall we? The subject-focused deep dive. This route is for you if you're ready to become a real expert in one very specific area.
This is definitely your go-to option if your big question can be completely answered using the tools and methods from just one DP subject. Think history, biology, or art. The entire point here is to go deep, to really show what you know within that one field. So how do you know if this is your path? Well, ask yourself these three things. First, what part of this topic specifically gets you excited? You've got to have that passion. Second, be honest with yourself. Can one subject really answer your whole question? If you keep feeling like you need tools from another field, that's a pretty big sign. And finally, how is this project going to push you? A good E should always take you way beyond what you already learned in class.
And this right here gets to the absolute heart of a great extended essay. Your research question can't just be a what happened question. It's got to be a why did it matter, or a to what extent did X actually influence Y. It has to force you to analyze and argue, not just list a bunch of facts. Okay, time to cross over to that other path, the interdisciplinary bridge. Now this one is for those big, messy, complex ideas that just refuse to stay in one lane.
You know, the most important word for this entire path is integration. Seriously, think of it like baking a cake. You don't just serve someone a pile of flour next to a bowl of sugar, right? No, you mix them together to create something totally new, a cake. That's what you're doing here. You're blending two subjects to form one single strong argument that just couldn't exist without both of them.
So for this path, you really do have to take your idea for a walk. It all starts with your passion, just like before. But then you hit this crucial step. You have to be able to explain why you need two subjects. Why isn't one enough? Once you figure that out, you'll see which of the official frameworks your idea fits into, and that will point you to the perfect pair of subjects for your investigation. And here they are. These are the 5 official frameworks that basically act as the blueprints for your bridge. Your topic has to fit neatly into one of them. So, for example, if you're exploring the social impact of climate change, you might use the sustainability framework and blend, say, geography and economics. Or maybe you're analyzing protest art. That could totally fall under culture identity expression, mixing visual arts and politics. These frameworks are what give your interdisciplinary essay its essential structure. Now, I know these two paths might seem like they're from completely different worlds, but here's the good news. No matter which one you pick, the really fundamental steps you need to take are exactly the same. So here's what every single EE student has to do, no exceptions. You start with a big topic you genuinely care about. Then you shrink it down, way down, to something you can actually cover in 4,000 words. And finally, you craft a laser-focused research question that makes you analyze, not just summarize. That's the core of the project for everyone. Okay, let's bring it back to you. You've seen the map, you've seen the different roads. Now it's time to pick your destination. Which of these paths is the right one for the story that you want to tell?
And please remember this, there is no easy path here. There's no hard path. The best path is simply the one that lets your research question truly shine. So don't pick a path and try to jam an idea into it. Let your idea lead the way. Your passion is the engine, and the path is just the road you take.
So, take a really good look at that idea of yours. What questions is it asking? What tools do you need to answer them? Are you planning on digging a deep well, or are you building a bridge? Only you can answer that. So, which path is going to bring your idea to life?